welcome to Math Lesson 32. Today is a great day for math, don't you think? Okay, let's get started. We are going to be talking about area today after we review your 4 times table. This is the last time you're going to see it here on the board. The next time we do our times tables, you're going to see them on flashcards. You're also going to start seeing your division on flashcards too. So, woohoo! Here we go. 0 times 4 equals 0. 1 times 4 equals 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 4 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 5 times 4 equals 20. 6 times 4 equals 24. 7 times 4 equals 28. 8 times 4 equals 32. 9 times 4 equals 36. 10 times 4 equals 40. 11 times 4 equals 44. 12 times 4 equals 48. Nice job. So now let's talk about area. I want you to take out your paper, page 63. It looks like this. Okay? I want you to take out that piece of paper, be ready to go. So area, that is the measure inside a shape. It doesn't have to be a perfect shape like this one. It can be any type of shape. It's the measure inside that shape. Now I have some sticky notes to represent a rectangle, and this one keeps peeling off, so I'm going to try to fix him just a little bit, see if he'll stay up a little longer. Okay. Here we go. So now he'll stay up just a little better. Okay. So it can be any type of shape. It can be a shape that looks like that. It can be the measure of this kind of shape. It can measure this kind of shape. That's all the area is measuring inside a shape. So let's review some of the shapes that we've learned, both our flat shapes and our solids, the ones that have length, width, and height. Here we go. What is this solid, Hade? It's a sphere, that's right. What are these? George? Parallel lines. How about this where the 2 faces meet? Ariel? It's an edge, very good. This has 5 sides. What shape has 5 sides, Lindsay? Pentagon. How about this one? It has 6 sides. What shape has 6 sides, Samantha? Hexagon. What about this solid? It has a rectangle or a triangle on the base. What is this one, Andrea? Pyramid. Very good. What do we call this on a flat shape? In Spanish, it's lado. What is that? Aaron? Side. Very good. How about this angle that goes straight up and straight over? What do we call that, Billy? A right angle. How about this one? It's kind of like a square that's been pushed over. All of the sides are the same. They're parallel, but they're not at right angles. Grace? It is a rhombus. How about this one? This is a square. That was for everybody. Okay, how about this one? Esteban? Rectangle. Carlos? What do we call these? They intersect at right angles. Perpendicular lines. Very good. How about this one, Mariana? Cylinder. How about this one, Josh? The corner of a shape? Vertex. How about this one, George? Parallelogram. How about the rest of you? Did you also get that? Parallelogram. What do we call this? The flat surface of a solid. Hazel? That's the face. Good. What do we call this one? It's just like when you eat ice cream. What do you have? It's a cone. Very good. That was for everybody. What do we call this one? Amy? An oval, yes. Okay, how about this one? Billy. Triangle, good. How about this one, Abigail? Diamond or kite? How about this one? Jade? Trapezoid. What about this one, Josephine? It is a circle. How about this one, Cassandra? Cube. Nicely done. Okay, so if we want to measure the space inside one of our flat shapes, like this one, we have to just count the square units. We have to count how many squares we could fit inside of that shape. That's area. Now, when we find area, we just use a big A. That's how we abbreviate it. We write it in the short way. So big A equals area in math. And we always have to label it. Area is measured, just like we can measure in inches, in centimeters, or whatever. The units are square units, or we would write SQ units, square units. So that shows us that all we do is count the squares. So let's do that with my shape here. Let's find the area of my green rectangle on the board. I'm going to count each of the squares. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 squares. So my area is 12 square units. I could write it like this. A for area equals 12 square units. And that's the area. So look at your examples in the green box. The first one is a rectangle just like I have on the board. The second one is not, but its boxes are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the area is 9 square units. Then the next box is also numbered, 7 square units. So look at number 1 on page 63. It says find the area of these geometric shapes by numbering the square units. So just like I did here on the pizarra, you need to number each box. However many boxes you have, that's your square units, that's your area. So letter A, write a number in each of those boxes. How many boxes do you have? Ivana? 12, very good. So your area equals 12 units. Now do the same with the yellow ones in letter B. Did you finish? If not, pause. If so, keep going. So how many squares did you count, Mariana? 16. So the area is 16 square units. You're going to do C, D, and E in just the same way. Now look at number 2. It says, look at the green and red shapes above. Do they have the same area? So you're just going to write yes or no. Once you've done C and E, those are the red and green. If they have the same numbers, then yes, they have the same area. Then it says, can geometric figures look different and still have the same area? Well, use your answer to letter A to answer that question. If letter C and letter E have the same area, they don't look the same, but they would have the same measures, so yes, the answer would be yes. Okay, look at number 3 on the back of your page, page 64. It says choose the kind of measurement you would use to measure these things. The choices may be used more than once. So your first choice is length. Length. That's like when you measure with a ruler. You measure the length. Next it says liquid capacity. So that's like your water bottle. How much water, how much liquid something can hold is its liquid capacity. Time. That's like what your watch measures. It measures the time. So let's see which one each is. Letter A. How much water does a hedgehog need daily? So what would you use to measure that? Would you use a measure of time? Would you use a measure of length? Or would you use a measure of liquid capacity? Liquid capacity, because you want to know how much water your hedgehog needs. Letter B, how long does it take for an owlet, that's a baby owl, to become an adult? How long does it take? What units would you need? Time, length, or liquid capacity? Time, very good. You would need time because you're measuring how long, how many days, how many years, how long they need. Letter C, how far is it to the top of a tamarind tree? So you want to know, going from the bottom to the top, what would you use to measure? Time, length, or liquid capacity? You would use length to measure from the top to from the bottom to the top, excuse me. Letter D, how long does a kinkajou live? Would that be time, length, or liquid capacity? Time, because you want to know how many days, years, months. And lastly, letter E, how long is a lemur's tail? I'm going to let you do that one all on your own. Number 4, you need to add and check. Number 5, write the products. Then you have your homework. Write the 2 division table on a piece of paper. Number 2, follow the signs, multiply, add, and subtract. And number 3, find the perimeter. Add your shape all the way around. Okay, that's all for today. Have a great day and a great weekend if it's Friday for you. Bye.